Welcome to Cardano over coffee. Please remember to join us live on Twitter Spaces Monday through Friday at 1:30 p.m. UTC, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube and download our podcast on all major platforms. Today we're joined by Gas from the Pudgy Cat project. Learn more about the history of their sold-out NFT and the fun they like to have. Don't forget to join us at Rare Evo in Denver, Colorado, August 24th through the 26th. Get your tickets now at rareevo.io. Save 10% by using coupon code COC10. Grab your coffee and let's find out what kind of fun this Pudgy Cat project is up to.
We have Pudgy Cats in the house. Let's bring some emojis.
Thank you for the applause.
We've been already learning so much Italian, so much about coffee in Italy, and how you like it strong. So now we're going to learn a little bit about your project.
Well, what to say? Pudgy Cat is an artistic project. It's something a bit different than the usual blockchain project, meaning we didn't start with the idea to do something that was related to finance or economy or strictly NFTs. We wanted to create some art, and it comes from my background. I've been a professional writer for about 18 years. I used to work for Italian national TV and radio broadcasts. I had some shows. I wrote for theater and books and stuff like that. So at the beginning of 2020, I started to look around to find some new ways to create art around. And, NFTs was not a thing in 2020, but in 2021 they exploded. So I thought maybe this could be a good way to start something artistic on the blockchain. And I tried to think about what I really like to do. And I'm a very, very big fan of these little cats called manekineko in Japanese, which are these cats that bring you fortune. And you usually see them in Asian restaurants or Asian shops, but I have 10 in my house, literally 10, because I like to collect them. When I see them around, I take one and take it home with me, and I love cats in general. So I thought, why not creating some kind of character inspired by that art and inspired by maybe, this kind of 8-bit aesthetic, this pixel art. And I came up with this little kitten you can see as my avatar. And then I was browsing around, searching for teammates, because, as I told you, I'm mostly an artist. I'm a writer, so I'm not really into the technicalities and everything related to programming languages or stuff like that. So I was searching for someone who knew what working with blockchain in a technical way meant. And I was lucky because another passion of mine has always been Sweden, this Nordic country in Europe. And I found a group of people from Sweden running the Nordic pool, which is this big multi-pool on Cardano, North. The ticker is North. And I met them and we became friends. And a couple of them helped me create the technical side of the project. So everything related to the token faucet, the NFT minting on chain and stuff like that is something they created technically. I just care about arts, communication, and community, because my approach to this world is not about fast gains or making money or, everyone is happy if someone makes some money out of it, but we want to have fun. We want to create something that is nice, that is artistic, and that can create some kind of development in the human way. not really in the technical way, because I would not be able to, but in the human way, because this new technology is just a way to express yourself, to express your passion. And it's so nice, the idea that it's immutable. Something you create is there forever, and nobody can change it. And to me, it is amazing. So that's how it all started, and now we are moving on from this.
I love it, and I see that you publish also haikus on a daily basis.
This is our last. I call it quest, because I want to do this little thing, and I came up with this idea because, as I told you, I'm a writer. So I started writing these haikus about cats and about blockchain. And about manekinekos a long time ago, but it was just some of them. Then, being that the space on Cardano is so full of nice projects, I stumbled upon this project called book.io, which is magnificent to me because it's the real deal when it comes to publishing books on the Cardano blockchain. And I thought maybe it would be very, very cool if we could strike some kind of deal with Book.io and try to convince them to publish a little book with us, where we could share with everyone these Pudgy haikus. We have about 200 of them. They're already written, but we wanted to do this thing also to engage with the community. So we are publishing one different haiku every day, tagging Book.io, hoping that they will call back one day and accept our proposal. The one we published today was dedicated to your show. So we are trying to do something also for special occasions. It would be so cool. We tagged them 3 or 4 times today. If Book.io would join this space today and say, "Yeah, we saw your work and we want to have a partnership with you." I don't think it's going to happen, but maybe one day, maybe you're taking us a bit of luck.
That's I can't wait. I know the Nudes likes haiku as well. Are you familiar with the project, Nudes? Because I know you also love on-chain.
Yeah, I have been aware of the project for quite some time, but I've never really gotten to the details of the haikus and stuff like that. And it's cool that we had Basho Cats on before, because Basho, as an era of Cardano, is all about scalability and interoperability of the ecosystem. And Basho, the name Basho, right? He's the master of the haiku kind of thing.
You're right.
And for me, when I first started creating NFTs, was really interested in putting NFTs inside different like Basho assets and in creating these sort of immutable poetic expressions, as it were, which is really fun, that I made into NFTs. And like even the disclaimer for my very first project on Cardano was itself a haiku. So really, really cool to see for sure.
It's very cool, and we've been very lucky during this year and a half we have been around, because the project officially started on January of 2022, and it's been 1 year and a half. And we started with distributing our token. Then we moved to an NFT collection inspired to Andy Warhol. And we've been sold out in almost a year, because it was 2,222 NFTs. They were tied with a little game we used to do with our community that was a kind of lottery, and we gave away prizes from many other projects we worked with, starting from Genius Yield or Book.io. Some ebooks from Book.io went to prizes, or Cardano Switch Shop. We had a partnership with Cardano Switch Shop later, going out with a second NFT collection called the Pudgy Cats, and it was a blast because it went sold out in just 10 minutes, but we minted them for free because our purpose, our goal is never about money. I mean, of course, we take our royalties when some people flip them on the marketplaces, but we want them to have some gains too. So if they get it for free and they resell them, they can get some money, and we get our royalties, and everyone is happy. And that was for collecting another kind of very nice kind of art. This new project we are working on about the haiku collection is not related to an NFT collection we are dealing with. We want the partnership with Book.io, and we want them to take care of this stuff. We just want to offer them this kind of product. And when we succeed with them, if we are lucky, we are moving to other different artistic expression. I mean, we want to be engaged with as many other projects possible. For instance, we invested in the past for some NFTs by Cornucopias, and we are waiting for them to launch the game now, because we are planning to create some kind of racing team. It's a racing game, so we'll create the Pudgy racing team so people can play the game under our flag, let's say. And then they'll launch the metaverse, and we bought a couple of custom domes so we can have an art gallery where we can showcase our works, but also works from other people. And we want to move on this way slowly, at a steady pace, because we are not in any hurry, we are not going anywhere, and we couldn't do anything of this without our community, because if we keep on going, it's because we are having fun, and we are having fun because people are enjoying the project too. So we hope to keep on creating new things, something that is different than what other meme coins or NFT projects are doing. Because, if you look around, sometimes you notice that some project has a good idea and it works, and you see many other projects trying to do the same thing later because they think it works, so let's try to make it work for me too. This is totally different to what I want to do. I want to do something that is different than what has been done before by anything else. Because if every one of us do the same thing, what's the fun? I mean, let's try to be different. We are on a different technology. We are in a different historical period. Everything is changing so fast. So why not try to do something new? And if it works, well, it's good. If it fails, we can try another thing. I mean, the possibilities are almost infinite. So that's the approach I want to give to this project, and to try to have as many partnerships and collaboration with other good and fun projects. Let me take the opportunity to say how much I liked Basho's explanation of his game, and I like his attitude, because it reminded of when I was a kid too, and I used to play this kind of games, and the idea that this kind of games, this kind of nostalgia comes back again, but in this new form, to me is a kind of art too. So it's really on my vibes. It's worked wonderfully, and I'm glad we are here together today.
When Basho cap Pudgy Cats? That's what I need to know.
Who knows? Maybe one day we can talk about it.
Thank you for the haiku that you did for us. I really appreciate it. If you haven't looked at it, I do. I love it. And we pinned it up at the top for you guys to take a look at it and share. I see that. So today you will like for us to support this this push for you to make it to Book.io. Is that what I'm getting from this? Is this what you really want right now? Would you like support for that?
it's something that is going to help for sure. I mean, these days we are working on this because we have something bigger in the background, but it will take time because we started with another idea at the beginning of this year that was to some way move from this label of meme coin, which I don't like very much because it's reductive in a certain way. Because yes, we are a meme coin because we don't have such a big project behind. And maybe, sometimes people see we use pixel art and they say, oh, like Oski and stuff like that. But it's not our purpose. We want to create art. So being that I have this very good programmer, Swedish programmer, he had this idea. Why don't we try to create some kind of video game, a different kind of video game? And we thought about... in the 80s, those books, the play your own adventure games. We wanted to do the same, but online, using our NFTs as items in the game, and create this story when the role of the main character is to unveil a mystery traveling around the universe. So I sketched up a story, and he sketched up some kind of framework to put it online. But we are two single person. I write stories, he writes code, so it will take a long time. So what do we do until we perform everything needed to create a good game? So we started this idea of publishing these haikus, which is another side of our vision of the project. So we'll go on with this, and if it happens, fast, let's say, good, and we'll try something else. But we'll keep on working at our pace. But in the future, we're talking about months, years of production we are planning from now, because it's for fun. I mean, we don't need to show anything to anybody. We didn't promise anyone they're going to be rich. We are not saying we are doing this in this time frame, and then maybe that day arrives and we have to say, no, sorry, we are late. We are just saying we are creating. Let's take it slowly, because this thing, people say you are early, you always are early, but everyone comes and wants to get a result immediately. If you're early, the result will not come immediately, will come at its pace. And if you enjoy the trip instead of just looking at the destination, maybe you enjoy the trip the more. And that's the approach I want to use for this.
And staying open, like you said, right? With being creative, staying creative.
Yeah,
so,
it's working for now. I mean, many good things happened, and sometimes they happen without me doing anything. For example, a couple of months ago, I got this notification that our token, the Pudgy token, was listed on CoinGecko. I didn't do anything to have it listed on CoinGecko. It just happened. So I was thrilled at the idea that somehow the name of the token reached the person who cares about this thing, and they thought it was worth listing the token. So it's a satisfaction, but it's a satisfaction probably coming from the community. It was not my effort. And we are trying the best we can to give back to the community. We've been able to create a partnership with the Wing Riders DEX, and we have a double farm there for our token, but people providing liquidity can also get their WRT token, and there are the fees and all the rest. So it's a lot of opportunity for the ones that want to keep hold of the Pudgy token. And we try this way to give back to the community because, as I said before, nothing of this will exist and have any kind of success if it was not for the community, because we put our effort, but they are the core of everything that happens around the project.
Community is key for sure. What's up, Hero? You have your hand up?
Yeah.
I need to know more about these cats, these pudgy cats, right? I heard the story about you saying that they're, but can you get it? Do you know more in depth story to that? Is like, do you know how they originated or anything?
You mean the mannequin echoes inspiring?
The lucky
Well,
necklace?
it's a kind of a legend because the idea is that an old emperor in Japan used to walk around, and it was happening that the day was getting bad weather, and he was walking near to a temple, and this cat started moving his paw like telling him to come inside. So the monk, the king, the emperor, whatever, got inside the temple, and he didn't get wet. And at the same time, there was an expedition trying to kill him. So the cat, in a certain way, saved his life, and he decided to make some kind of god of this cat, and it became this symbol that have many meanings. According to many details of the cat itself. For instance, it's different if the paw raised, the raised paw is the left one or the right one. Usually, when you go to shops or restaurant, you see that they have the left paw reason or whatever is the verb, and that means that the cat is meant to give you money. But as you can see, the Pudgy Cat has the other hand, the right paw, and it means friendship and fortune. So I chose to use the right hand and not the left hand because I didn't want it to be related to money. Even if we are in this financial blockchain world, it's not my intention. Then the meaning changes about the color. It's different if it's white or pink or red or black. I can't remember all of them on the top of my head, but it's fascinating, and I know that for sure there are many YouTube documentaries about the mannequinecos, and they are amazing. So if you want to spend 1 hour knowing more about these cats, these are your chance. Thank you for your question.
Did you know that we had like a whole cult of Neko here in the early days of Cardano NFTs? We have this artist, one of the original NFT artists in Cardano. His name is Brown NFT, and he started the cult of Neko, and it was a big thing. We were really into it for a while. And
I didn't know. I had no idea. So you're telling me I arrived late?
There are collections, and we had all kinds of memes where we're like bowing to the lucky Neko, and it was hard to find those things. And people are diamond hands. They don't let go of those lucky Nekos they're probably like, I don't know, 1,000, the lowest, or 800 or something like that to get your hands on one of those.
I absolutely have to look into it.
I'll send you some stuff. I'll DM you so you can look into it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've heard you use words like nostalgia and vibes and reductive and satisfaction and financial. I would say your English is pretty good, bro. You got some real good English. You know what I mean?
He even said,
Thank you very
what
much.
the verb is. He knew that it was a verb, Big Joe. Like most Americans couldn't even tell you what a verb is.
And he started saying, like, I hope my English is okay. That's like speaks better than a lot of people I know they're native.
Absolutely.
Joe,
thank you very much.
English is better than your English? That's probably it.
Exactly.
Sono d'accordo. Dove sei?
Hero speaks Italian too, I see.
No, that was Patrick. I do not. I would love to. I just want to make sure that no one brings up pizza during the rest of the show.
I stayed away from the topic. Don't. Because if you want a little story, once I tried to, when people was talking on Cardano if pizza was to be with pineapple or not. As you know, in Italy, putting pineapple on pizza is a kind of blasphemy, but some people like it. And I was trying to joke with Peter Buey of Learn Cardano about it. And recently he had something good happening. I don't remember what, but I wanted to celebrate for him. And I sent him a GIF of a cat eating some pizza and telling him, it's time to celebrate. Just remember, don't put pineapple on it. And he was like... oh, well, yeah, I like pizza, but I don't like when people tell me what to do. So it was this thing when I was trying to explain to him that pizza and pineapple don't really go together. But, you
ask any Italian if pineapple goes on pizza and you'll get smacked.
Kinda, yes. There's a fun reel on TikTok that went around some times ago when there is this American girlfriend talking to her Italian boyfriend and saying, "What do you think?" They were in Italy. "What do you think if I ask for pineapple on pizza?" And it was if you ask for pineapple on pizza here, I can't live here anymore. This was his answer. So it's something that some people in Italian take very seriously.
It's a Canadian thing. So
really?
Yeah, that's where it originated. Canadian bacon and pineapple on the pizza is where it originated.
Okay. I can get bacon, but pineapple. I thought was something like a Hawaiian or stuff like that. I had no idea that was Canadian.
The Hawaiian pizza, I believe, came after. I could be wrong, but I believe that to be the truth. I'm not a pizza expert. However, if you want to wrap up, I'm sorry, I kind of took over with the pizza talk there. Any last thing that you want to just kind of say to the crowd?
No, I just want to say thank you for having me. It was fun and it was a good moment to share what the project is about. So maybe some people that didn't know about this thing, about the project, can talk to other people and help us spread the word. We want just people to know that this project is for everyone, but especially cat lovers. And we want people to make new friends and create art and enjoy staying together as a community. So you'll never find moon boys or people asking when this, when that, and when to pump or stuff like that. We're totally away of that kind of mentality. We just want to spend time together, have fun, and if sometimes in the future we'll have some returns, it will be all good. And that's about it.
So no Pudgy meme token then. Got it. Okay, I understand.
I mean, I think anything's looking for having more fun around here is a good idea by me. So I'm glad you came up here, and I would say in bocca al lupo.
Crepi il lupo. Thank you.
Thank you very much for listening to Cardano Over Coffee, and a special thanks to Gas from the Pudgy Cat Project for joining us. We look forward to seeing you at Rare Evo in Denver, Colorado on August 24th through the 26th. Get your tickets now at rareevo.io. Use coupon code COC10 for 10% off.